Hi folks, hope you're well. Yeah, last night was an interesting one again. Wasn't until about 4 in the morning I was able to actually properly get some sleep, but it is what it is. Yeah, brain was active. Yeah, speaking to God about this reacting situation again, about what, because yesterday was quite a busy day with regards to reacting. Yeah, bit of a busy day yesterday. With regard to that, I watched the football, England versus Holland, I do believe it was. And there's one bit where an England player was challenging for the ball. His hand brushed against the Dutch player's back of the head. The Dutch player then fell down, holding the front of holding his face, as if he'd been punched in the face. The England player's hand only brushed the back of his head. Oh, I got really annoyed. So you're being taught to lie. You're being taught to try and con the referee. To me, they should have VAR. In instances like this, when a player goes down holding his face, go straight to VAR. Let VAR look and call the ref. If the player who's claiming that they were basically attacked on the pitch was actually attacked, the offender should be sent off. Right? Because if a player, but they do it all the time. Players do it all the time. You see it all the way through the game. A player goes up, another player during a corner or something, goes for the ball and slightly bites into their back. The player's on the deck for a good sort of minute, 2 minutes, if not longer, while the game continues. Again, as a player, or as somebody who's played football before, I look at that and think, excuse me, I got far worse bangs than that, and you just get up and you get on with it. You have to. The reason why you have to is because there's 11 players on the pitch. You're one of them. Well, 11 players on your team. You're one of them. 22 players on the pitch. If you're still on the blinking floor, your team's now at a disadvantage. The other team now has one player more actually playing than your team has. If you're getting paid to play, you're taking that money for laying down. Nah. People nowadays, And then again in football, imagine this, right? You have a law that on any pathway, whether that be beside a road or beside a river, whatever, if you're walking on the left side of the road, right, that's okay. If you're walking on the right side of the road, you can attack on the path. If you're walking on the right side, coming in the opposite direction, you can attack anyone you want, and that's okay. So as you just hit them once. You can hit them once, you can punch them once, that's okay. You can push them, you can punch them, you can kick them, only once. Well, only for a certain amount of time, right? Again, football. A defender is allowed to hold on to the arm of a forward for, I think, around about 2 seconds. If he lets go and holds on again, that's okay. You can do that for another 2 seconds. Right? If a forward does that to a defender, that's a free kick. He can get a yellow card for that, and he will. Nah. Again, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely stupid. What idiot is coming up with these laws to say it's okay for a defender to do it but not a forward? What idiot says it's okay for... Again, if a defender does that in his own defence area, that's okay. If that same defender does it in the other team's penalty box to a forward from the other team, then that's a foul. What? So basically, yeah, they're saying a defensive player can hold on to an offensive player to stop that player going for the ball. And that's not a foul. How? I'd love for somebody involved in football to explain to me how that is not a foul. So, there's that from football. And that's just one of many blinking things in football. You have this common thing in football at whatever. This level was the under-21s international football. But most of those players, certainly for England, are Premier League level players. And even that, yeah, the goalkeeper. They pass the ball back to the keeper. He hits the ball up the line. It goes out. I'm thinking, don't they practice this? Why is it goalkeepers and forwards, they can't bloody pass the ball? They're professional players who are paid to play football, and most of them can't even pass the ball. They're really, really poor at it. That's not something that they're supposed to learn to do. How comes not? The game is called football. Because the game is called football, part of football is you're supposed to be able to control the ball and pass the bloody ball. But those things are things that are massively lacking. I remember watching, was it Lukaku? Oh my God, when he was playing for United. He could barely control the ball. Every time the ball came to him, it bounced away from him about, 6 or 7 blinking feet away from him. He didn't have any close control of the ball at all. And you're wondering, the people that bought him to United, didn't they know that? Well, there you go. And then, of course, you have videos online, and you have all these instant reaction videos, and you have all these silly things, like you have obese people, male or female, trying to do the rope swing across a river. Every time they fall in. Every time. Every time they seem to have the opinion that their arms would be strong enough to carry their body weight, even though their arms have never carried their body weight. It's that sort of level of stupidity. Or when people play outdoor games indoors and they end up smashing lights, TVs, windows, whatever. Something expensive. Yeah? Or they're practicing the golf swing, hitting a golf ball towards the house. And of course the golf ball then goes through the window. And the amount of times people are recording, and again, this annoys me, people recording themselves all the time. Jeez. I have never, ever recorded myself doing anything. Ever. Here, on this video, I'm recording the dogs playing. More for me in the future. More for me so I can enjoy watching them play. Because now I don't have those dogs. So I can watch that video enjoying watching them playing, can't I? That's there for history, for my pleasure. But that whole idea, somebody does something stupid, and you hear people saying, "Did you get it? What are you on about? Did you get it?" Because that's the first thought of so many people. It's a video for Instagram or Twitter. Yeah. And people's lives are just about that. Oh, one of them that really made me laugh, I saw today. It was that air horn thing, that when someone was asleep, they pressed the air horn to wake them up, right next to their head. So, yeah. This one, the woman, you knew it was going to be a bit bad, this one. Because she looked at the camera, sort of giggled, quite excited that she was going to do this to this man who was asleep. And he woke up with this shock, and he just swung his right hand and knocked her out. Well, knocked her to the floor at least. It was a smack, not a punch. But I was like, that's good. I like that. Because what are you doing that to somebody? That person's asleep. That's an incredibly rude thing to do, to wake them up in that way. It's not funny. It's funny to other people watching it. To watch someone's pain is funny. Well, therefore, watching that woman's pain is quite funny. Serves you blinking right. Don't do that to people. For goodness sake, don't do that. What people do, eh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You get some bizarre blinking people doing some bizarre things online. But as I say, I'm yesterday was a day where I was reacting to all of that, and yeah. So when I went to bed, I was talking to God about all of that, and God said, "Okay, you get annoyed about any of that. Has it changed any of the things you're watching? Did it improve any of it? Did it help you? Did it help them? Okay, no. Well then, why are you doing it? It's only causing you stress doing that. Well, yeah, okay. No, you're right. Absolutely spot on. Yes. Yeah. It is. It is spot on. That is the situation. When you react, you're only ever causing yourself problems. And so, yeah. Right now, that's the thing for me, learning not to react. And, you know, at the end of the day, speaking to God about, you know, where I failed and why. Yeah. Yeah. Learning. Trying to, you know, as things go, learn not to do those things. Help that to be in your mind. You know you shouldn't be reacting to this. It's not helping, is it? So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.